All right, let's dive into a psychological toolkit for handling those, really frustrating moments of social disrespect. This isn't just about trying to feel better, it's about actually taking back control.
We've all been there, haven't we? You're right in the middle of a sentence, making a killer point, and someone just steamrolls right over you. Or, how about when you go in for a handshake and you're just left hanging? It's that awful, sinking feeling in your stomach. That's exactly what we're talking about today. But here's the thing. What if I told you that most of the time, this isn't just someone having bad manners? No, it's often a totally intentional move. You should think of it like a little test, a move in a social game, designed to see if they can establish dominance and chip away at your social standing.
And that leads us to the most crucial point of all, our instinct, right? Our gut reaction is to get flustered or angry or embarrassed. And that, right there, that's the trap. The second you give them that emotional reaction, you've lost. You've just confirmed that they have power over you. So today we're going to learn how to sidestep that trap completely.
Okay, first up, the losing move. Let's break down exactly why our natural reactions are, frankly, a fatal mistake in these kinds of social power games.
So just look at this setup. When someone interrupts you, what's the trap? Is to get louder, to talk faster, to try and fight for the floor. And when they ignore your handshake, the trap is to shrink, to quickly pull your hand back and look away in embarrassment. See, both of these are emotional reactions, and they are exactly what the other person wants. It signals to them loud and clear that they're in control.
So, how do we flip this? Let's get into our first technique for taking back that control. This is what you do when someone thinks they can just talk right over you. It's called the silent freeze.
Okay, pay attention, because this is key. The instant they interrupt you, you stop talking, cold. Don't even try to finish your word, just stop. And then you lock eyes with them. Keep your expression totally neutral, maybe even a little bored. Let them say their piece. And here's the important part. When they're done, you don't jump back in. You let that silence hang in the air for a beat or two. Trust me, it becomes a physical weight, and it is all on them.
And then, once that silence becomes almost unbearable for them, you calmly and with zero anger in your voice, you deliver this line. See what you just did? You're not asking for permission to speak. You're pointing out just how absurd and self-absorbed their behavior was.
So why is this so ridiculously effective? Simple. You completely refuse to get dragged into a shouting match. Instead, you use their own move against them. The silence created all the pressure, and your final question totally reframed what they did. It wasn't a power move anymore. It was a childish, desperate cry for attention. And just like that, the power is instantly back with you.
All right, let's move on to our second technique. This one is for that painfully awkward moment when someone deliberately snubs your handshake, trying to make you look and feel small.
Now, the most critical part of this, the absolute #1 rule, is do not pull your hand back. That's the panic move they're expecting you to make. Instead, you just leave it there. You stay completely calm, look totally unbothered, and you lock eyes with them. Not with anger, but with that same neutral, almost pitying look. And you let your hand just hang there for 3 long seconds. You let the awkwardness do all the work for you.
After those 3 seconds have made them really start to sweat, you deliver the final blow. With a slow, calm little smile, you say this. You're starting to see the pattern here, right? You're not defending yourself. You are questioning their confidence.
And this works for the same fundamental reason as the first technique. By refusing to react emotionally, you show them that their little power play had absolutely zero effect on you. All that social pressure you were supposed to feel, it gets reflected right back onto them. You've basically reframed their disrespect as a huge sign of their own deep insecurity. And suddenly, they're the one who looks weak.
So both of these techniques, the silent freeze and the unshaken hand, they're not just separate tricks. They are built on the exact same incredibly powerful underlying principle. So let's actually define it.
We're calling this the power flip. It is the conscious decision to just reject the emotional trap they've set for you. Instead of getting defensive and scrambling to protect your own status, you use your calm and a bit of silence to turn a mirror back on them, exposing their attempted dominance for what it really is, a glaring sign of their own weakness.
So I'll just leave you with this to think about. In any social situation, who holds the real power? Is it the person who's acting out, desperately trying to prove their dominance through these aggressive little games? Or is it the person who remains so unshakably calm that those attacks just glance right off them? Yeah, I think the answer is pretty clear.